One of the things that is necessary when you're wanting to talk like an economist is to understand some of the measurement that economists engage in, which appear in our finance programs and our popular press almost every day. One of the central organising concepts is called gross domestic product, GDP. And this is part of what's called the National Accounts Framework that the statisticians publish typically on a quarterly basis. Now, what's GDP? Well, it's defined as the final market value of all goods and services produced in an economy in some period. What does that mean? Well, here's an example. Let's take our economy, and we have 3 apples and 2 oranges. What's that? That's our total production. Now, as you know, you can't compare apples with oranges, so the national statistician has a huge problem now because we need to express the apples and the oranges in a common unit. And so the way the statistician does that is to express the real output of the economy into currency figures, dollar terms in our context. And so 3 apples might sell for $1 per unit. So total sales of apples in the economy in this period, year 1 say, will be $3. And let's say that oranges sell at 50 cents each. Well, then 2 oranges at 50 cents is $1. And if you add them together, the total sales in the economy for that year will be $4. That's GDP, simple. Now let's go to the second year, and we observe that prices have doubled. And so we've got 3 apples and 2 oranges. The apples are now selling at $2 each. And so 3 apples by $2 is $6. And the oranges are now selling at $1. 2 oranges by $1 each is $2. $6 plus $2 is $8. GDP has now gone from $4 to $8. And the question then you ask is, has the economy produced anything more? And of course the answer is, I've still got 3 apples and 2 oranges. And so now you understand that while GDP is intended to be a measure of economic activity, we need to dig a bit further to understand the nuances of the measure. And here we come to the difference between nominal GDP, which is what I've just calculated, and real GDP, which is a measure of output that takes out the inflationary effects of price rises. So now look at this example. We've got year 3, and we'll go back to the original year's prices. So apples are selling at $1 and oranges are selling at 50 cents. So now we've got 6 apples selling at $1, so that's total sales of apples $6. And we've got 4 oranges selling at 50 cents each, total sales $2. And now we've got GDP, $6 plus $2 equals $8. Didn't we just have GDP last year at $8? Yes. But this time we can answer the question, yes, the economy is producing more, it's grown in real terms, it's doubled its production, and prices have remained stable. And so that allows us to understand the concept of economic growth as measured by the statisticians, and it allows us to understand that we need to take out the impact of price changes on the GDP measure to come up with a clean measure called real GDP, which is what we want to assess growth. And the next thing we need to understand is the concept of potential GDP.